Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Bourbon Hang. Hope you guys are having a wonderful night. We have a great show for you guys tonight because we are tasting the much talked about, the much anticipated Russell's 15. So I got this bottle from Ray at Harvest Market. So huge shout out to Ray for the hookup on this because, I mean, everybody's going nuts about it. I'll tell you guys, I cracked it and had a little pour last night. So I'm really interested to taste it tonight and see if I think it's as wonderful as everyone says, if it's overhyped, if it's overpriced. We're gonna do a tasting of this first. I'm gonna break it down. First, we got to do a warm up pour before I get into this because I have not had anything today. So after we do the warm up pour, we will get into a tasting of this. And then we're going to do a blind submitted by Liz. So Liz Broughton, if you're watching, big cheers to you. Thanks for sending me this blind. Super excited to do it tonight. Should be a lot of fun. And then after the blind, I'm going to taste Russell's 15 against something I thought it kind of tasted like when I tasted it last night, and the bottle I thought it kind of tasted like is more than half the price of this. So that'll be interesting, but we'll see. Palates change from day to day, depending on what you eat, depending on, a bunch of different factors. So we'll see how it holds up. And then I'm going to give two 2-ounce samples of this away tonight. One will be if you're a Patreon member, paid Patreon member, you're already in the drawing. You don't have to do super chats. If you're not a super or a Patreon member, and you want a shot at getting a 2-ounce pour of that, $5 super chat will enter you in. We'll do that drawing later tonight as well. Let me say hey to everybody in the chat. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay. Let's see here. We got Taylor. What's up, dude? Cheers, buddy. Hope you're doing well, man. Joseph Carroll's in the house. Hello. Cheers, man. Bud Young's in the house. What's up, dude? Oh, there's Liz. Liz, cheers, Lance. Just caught you were going to be on. Didn't think you were doing any videos for a while. So yeah, Liz. So I'm going to start doing lives at the end of every month, but I'm not starting that yet. That will probably, honestly, this might be my last live, and then we'll do a live stream at the last Thursday of every month. So we probably won't go live again to the last Thursday in August. So those will be after the Barrels for Hope live streams. And that way it'll give me more content. I'll have more blinds to do, more bottles to taste. And it'll give me time. We're going to do a fitness challenge. So a bunch of people have jumped on board with that, which is awesome. We're gonna go dry from August 15th to September 15th, focus on our health a little bit. Exercise, eat healthy, all that fun stuff. Some of you guys are probably like, I came here for the bourbon, not for that. and I get it. That's fine. But if you want to jump in on that, you can just join our Discord. Shoot me a message at lance@barrelsforhope.com, and I'll send you an invite to the Discord link. Doesn't cost anything, but just a bunch of us focusing on our health for a month before the fall, which is my favorite time because we have all these great bourbon releases and Oktoberfest, and I can't do this sober in October. There's too much good food, too much good beer and whiskey and all that stuff. So I'm going to do it earlier. I'm going to do it about a month before my birthday. So, all right, before we do that, let's get into a warm-up pour. What are you guys drinking tonight? So we're gonna move this over. This is a pick, a 1792 bottled and bond pick I helped with for A1 Liquors, which is our favorite store down in Effingham, Illinois. They are big supporters of Barrels for Hope and help us get barrels and all that. And we'll talk about some barrel picks we're getting ready to go on for Barrels for Hope 2 tonight. But this is just absolutely a beautiful, beautiful pick we did. It tasted like really heavy grapes when we picked it, and it got even better in the over a year it took them to get it to us. So cheers, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great week. That is really good. Man, still tastes like almost like a grape Kool-Aid kind of note. Let me see who else is here. Brad Key, what's up, dude? Cheers, buddy. Mike B, G Hawk, Spencer, what's up? Spencer, I did get your email. If you want to stop by, let's see. If you want to stop by this weekend for the Four Roses, you're welcome to. You can come pick that up, but I'm going to A1 on Saturday to bottle all those and get those ready for our members. So maybe Friday night or Sunday, if you wanted to, just let me know what time, and I'll get it available for you. Claddow, what's up, dude? Also, I might get into Cladow's such a great dude. He got at our Barrels for Hope year-end event. He gave me this Foursquare, so we might get into that tonight. If we don't get into this tonight, we'll get into it on the next live stream. I haven't opened it yet, but man, I love some Foursquare, so we might. We'll see. We'll see how the night goes. We'll see how the night goes. All right. Couple things I want to tell you guys about. So for Barrels for Hope, our non-for-profit charity organization, this year we've already done a Dark Arts Sherry Oloroso pick. We did an Elijah Craig barrel proof pick that hasn't came in yet. We did a Knob Creek pick that hasn't came in yet. And then I just announced on Discord, we did secure a Green River pick, which I'm super excited about. So we're doing Green River on, I think, September 25th. And then on September 26th, we're going to Nashville Barrel Company, and we're doing a barrel pick with Nashville Barrel Company. So Nashville Barrel Company this year, the Barrels for Hope pick we did is crushing everything I've tasted this year. So it'll be really cool. In fact, I might put that in a blind against this Russell's 15 tonight just for fun. But yeah, NBC is just absolutely crushing it. It's so funny when they came out. I used to think I'm not paying $85 for sourced MGP. And now it's some of my favorite bottles that are hitting the market. And I think 85 to 100 is a steal on those. And we're just trying to figure out our sixth pick. So we're trying to lock down a Bardstown Rye, which we're close to locking down, but we're having some trouble getting that scheduled. So, and then we did obviously the Four Roses, the Dark Arts White Port, which was fantastic, and the two Starlight picks as bonus picks. So yeah, we're moving and shaking. We're way ahead of schedule for year two, which is awesome. Let's see who else is in the house. Brad, what's up, dude? Cheers. Brian Miller. Oh man, everybody's in the house. Jeff Pano, what's up, dude? Cheers, man. Philip Travis. Jason Kreiner, cheers, buddy. Brad said he's sipping Frank August tonight. Nice. Mike B. Curious to try Russell's 15. So worth a shot. Yeah, man. It's crazy bottle, man. Everybody's trying to get it. So Mike, I got you down. So far, you're gonna win it because you're the only one in. So that's a good deal. Spencer said, I'll pour that. Oh, nice. You have the A1 1792. It is a great 100 proofer, man. And it's great. I think it's a great warm up before blinds. Get your palate set. Plus, I have such a good reference point on that. I know if my palate's on or off. Ed said, won't be around Saturday to help package. Hope I can make the next packing party. Yeah, no worries, man. I think it's pretty much going to be my wife and I, but we have, since we are able to distribute so many at the year-end event, we only have like, I think 48 single boxes and maybe 12 double boxes. So we can handle it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's Sturgar's in the house. What's up, dude? Oh yeah, he sent me a text. He just fresh cracked a Wyoming Whiskey National Parks edition tonight. I can't wait to try that with you, man. That sounds awesome. Jeff said, oh, our NBC and Russell's 15 should be an interesting matchup. Yeah, I think honestly, I'm going to be able to tell which is which in the blind, but that's not the bottle I thought Russell's 15 tasted like. I'll I'll tell you guys later tonight, but we might do a three bottle blind and see where Russell's 15 comes out. It's such an expensive bottle, so we'll test it against some $80 bottles. Also on that point, if we could get certain barrel picks, what's in the top running for you guys right now? What excites you the most for single barrel picks that clubs are doing right now? Equal Opportunity Guns, what's up, man? Starting with a CJ Spirit Special Blend Bourbon out of Kane, PA. It's their 4+ year mixed with procured 4+ year bourbon. Pretty damn good. Oh, for $35. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. All right, Brian, I got you down, buddy. Brian Rasky, got you. A little old fashioned. Cheers. Having a little old fashioned. That sounds great, man. Thanks to Mike, I got to try it at the annual event. The Russell 15 was definitely tasty at the bottle share. Yeah, for sure. All right. I think my palate's pretty warmed up, so let's see. We'll get into this. Russell's 15. That's what everybody's here for. All right. G-Hawk, what's up, dude? Starting tonight by cracking Starlight Mizunara. Oh, how is that? The Barrel Craft Spirits Mizunara is fantastic. If you guys watched the last live stream where I had the guys on, I gave that to them in a blind, and they all went nuts over it. Everybody loved it. The difference is the Barrel Craft Spirits Mizunara was like $85, and I think Starlight was $120 to $150. So I'd be interested to taste those side by side and see which one is best. Jason Hinkle just finished a pour of Titan's Pipe 3. Hell yeah, man. That's an NBC barrel. For those that don't know, it's a pick out of A1 and Titan's Pipe 1 and Titan's Pipe 3. I raved about those when they came out, and I still can't believe. I think A1 might still have some Titan's Pipe 3 on the shelves, which is crazy because that bottle is so good. Paul, oh damn, dude, thanks for the super chat, man. I've got you down. Cheers, Lance. Quick stop to say hey. We'll catch the replay tomorrow. NBC picks rock. Yeah, hell yeah, they do. Yeah, thanks for the super chat, man. That's really nice of you. But you're in the drawing for the Russell's 15. I got you down. All right. Spencer, I've got you down as well. All right. Where'd I put it? Okay. All right. Let's get into this bad boy. Give you guys some tasting notes. Let you know my honest feedback here. Spilled a little. Don't want to spill any of that. All right. On the nose. Oh, man. Boy, this thing on the nose, man, is pretty incredible. Smells aged, but in a really good way. We talk about that like Rick House kind of funk to it, and it has that. It has like a little bit of cherry, but not medicinal at all. Like some older Wild Turkeys, like especially the Wild Turkey 17-year bottled and bond, had like a very medicinal cherry quality to it. This doesn't smell medicinal at all, but it smells very cinnamon forward. Very like, if you have a bag of like those cinnamon sugar pecans, it's kind of what it smells like. I tell you guys, what it was tasting like last night is exactly what it's smelling like today, and that is it's smelling like some of the best batches of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof to me. I don't know that. I mean, it does have some of those like honey kind of light peanut kind of characteristics that you sometimes get on wild turkey. Man, it just the nose on this thing is incredible. I could smell it. I'm not going to bore you guys, but yeah, it's that deep, like concentrated caramel, brown sugar, rick house, cinnamon, very complex nose, but very nice. It smells very well balanced and complex. So, all right, let's get into the taste. Cheers. Mm. Man, it tastes like a very low proof or a lower proof Elijah Craig barrel proof to me. It has those cinnamon characteristics you get in some Elijah Craig barrel proofs with that like kind of like cinnamon sugar coated pecans. It has a beautiful, it's still finishing, man. The finish is long on this. Um has a beautiful tobacco note. Um the texture is really nice, but there's something missing on the maybe on the mid palate for me where you get this burst of flavor on the front of the palate and then just as you're like getting ready to savor it, it starts to go away and then comes back. It's like something missing in the mid to me. Man. And those tannins do, 15 years in the barrel. There is it is a little bit tannin-y. So those like kind of drying bitterness is there a little bit. And again, guys, I am nitpicking a fantastic whiskey, so keep that in mind. There's nothing wrong with this, but at the price tag, you have to evaluate it a little bit differently because it's up there. That reminds me, I'm going to put this up just so everybody knows what I'm tasting that's joining late. Um, let's see. Let me make sure I don't get caught up on this. Brad, I've had pours from a buddy's Ben Holiday pick he got and would make a case for getting a Barrels for Hope. Yeah, so Brad, we actually thought we had locked up a Ben Holiday pick and we were having a lot of trouble getting that scheduled. So it's kind of been shelved. It could still pop up this year since we still have one more to do. But more than likely that'll be our third year pick. Not this year. CPA, I got you down. Jason Kreiner's having some Russell's 13. I like Russell's 13. I like some of the batches better than others. When Russell's 13 first came out, I thought it was a little overrated. But I've still had some good ones. Ray Warren, what's up, dude? Cheers. Still haven't even had Russell 12 or Russell 12 that I remember. All right, Ray, I've got you down. You wonder too, like I think this is pretty big batch for Russell's 15. So you wonder if there is any batch variation because people are really going nuts for this. And I think if you consider the price, there's stuff at around $100 that is just as good that people aren't going as crazy over. Man, it's really good, but I think people are overhyping this, if I'm being honest. It's really good, but man, at the price, if this were $150, I'd be on board with it all day long. But Wild Turkey, quite honestly, is just pissing me off. And this bottle was so hyped, and people are talking it up so much that I couldn't pass it up. Mm. There's some things I love about this, and there's some things I think that are missing. And at that price tag, this thing needs to be perfect. This needs to be whiskey of the year contention. Now, it's one of the best allocated bottles I've had of the year. So again, my comments are going to sound like it's not good, and that's not the case. It is. It is fantastic whiskey, but at the price, man, I can tell you honestly, without a doubt, that our Nashville Barrel Company Barrels for Hope pick, I would choose that 10 times out of 10 over Russell's 15. Um, so we're gonna put tonight in the blind after I do Liz's blind. We're gonna put Russell's 15 against Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C923, which was our bourbon of the year last year. And that bottle, I bought that, found it on the shelf for 80 bucks, I think. And then we'll put in our Nashville Barrel Company pick, the NBC pick, which is at $85 MGP, and we'll do those in a blind, and we'll see what wins. Now the thing about the Russells is it's got a little disadvantage with the proof because you're at 117 proof. I think the Elijah Craig is at 130 something, and the NBC is at 126. So let me taste this one more time. Yeah, it's a beautiful whiskey. There's nothing wrong with it except for the price. But man, I think people want to love this stuff so much, and they're just, I think they're already convinced it's bourbon of the year before they even open it. And I bet you guys when we do our bourbon of the year, which we do mid-December probably is when we'll do it. And I have 5 Patreon members come on, and I send them this year. We're going to send them my two favorite single barrel picks that I've had all year, my 2 favorite shelfers that I've had all year, and my 2 favorite allocated bourbons that I've had all year. We will send those to them in a blind. We're all going to take, it'll be 4 Patreon members and me. We'll all taste it. We'll rate it. This will be in there. It's probably one of my favorite allocated picks I've had. If not my favorite allocated pick I've had, but I'm just really, I want more from it for the price. But I bet this isn't going to win. I bet bottles half the price are going to win. So, um, Liz B, what's up, Liz? All right, I got you down. Daniel's in the house. What's up? Batch 1, Russell's 13, way better. I don't know. There's definitely way more oak presence in this 15. It's definitely more concentrated. I think the finish is longer. It's a little bit of a different animal. I don't know if I would say I like Russell's 13 better. I kind of thought Russell's 13 was a little over. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. Jeff Payne, it would be cool to see us get an Old Forester 1792, a Jack Daniel's single barrel rye would be fun too. Yeah, for sure, Jeff. All those are stuff we're trying to get. Brad says the hype is such a turnoff and the price even more so. People are often homers based on hype and scarcity, something like Russell's 15. Frankly, nothing worth. Yeah, simply way too many great pours. Yeah, and this is probably the most expensive bottle I've bought in a long time. So, thing that sucks is I know the NBC pick that we did for Barrels for Hope, I would pick it 10 out of 10 times over this. And it was, $85. So the price, this thing needs to check every single box. And again, it's really good whiskey. I love that. Like, it has this old rickhouse quality. It has that tobacco note you often get in older whiskeys that I love. I just wish it had a little bit more. Let's see. Brian, Old Forester Barrel Proof, Russell's Reserve. Russell's Reserve would be nice, but again, like, A1 is having a hard time getting picks from Wild Turkey. They're pissing me off all the way around. So, How about the PHDBB? What is that, Jason? I don't know what that is. PHDBB. Parker's Heritage Double Barrel? Is that what you're talking about? Man, I drank all mine of that. That's a great bottle. I drank all that. That bottle's worth the money. Michael Edwards, you're in here. Hey, Michael, I tell you what, buddy. I'm going to send you a sample anyway because you're having neck surgery next week. So I'm just going to send you a sample, buddy. Hopefully it'll cheer you up and that'll help ease the pain, man. But thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. All right. Let's get into this. Will be fun to do. We're going to do a blind with this at the end of the night after we do Liz's. So Liz, if you're still watching, she's got it in this envelope. It says there are 4 samples for a blind. Hope you enjoy, Liz B. On the back, it says do not open until ready to do the blind. I'm afraid if I open this, I'm going to be able to see, what's in the bottles. So if you're watching, Liz, tell me, am I supposed to open this and look in it or not? And if I don't hear from you, I'm not going to open them. But we'll pour these. So Liz sends the best sample bottles. We'll pour all these and see what she's got tonight. Okay. Don't open till the end. All right. What else? Anything else you guys would like to see Barrels for Hope do for barrel picks? Got 1, 2. 3. So Liz, I guess I'll do hey, Mike, if you're in town Saturday, and you come by A1, because I'm going to be bottling or packaging all those, I'll bring your Russell's 15 sample to you. All right. But these all look like the same color, Liz. They look very similar. So glass 1, glass 2, glass 3, glass 4. Let's see. Let's do, because she didn't tell me what to do. We'll guess proof, age, distillery, if it's finished, and then bottle. And we'll do that for every sample. So Brad said Still Austin. We did Still Austin. You want another Still Austin or like a Still Austin rye? But Still Austin rye is a possibility. Claudel said, how about a Kings County Barrels for Hope pick? Yeah, we could work on that. Jeff Pena, would we ever consider a single barrel rum? Yes. In fact, we almost had one. We had Grander rum. Let's see. There were 3 choices. One was finished in a Old Fitz barrel. One was finished in a Woodford double oaked barrel. And one was finished in an Old Forester 1910. But they like notified us pretty late, and we only had like a week or so to jump on it before they were like flying out to Panama to buy the barrels or whatever. So we couldn't, with the board, we had to vote on it, and we just couldn't get it done in time. But yes, absolutely, we would definitely consider a single barrel rum. G-Hawk, Frey Ranch pick. So a pick would be towards the West Coast. I might be able to go. Oh, that's a good idea, man. Yeah, Frey Ranch. We've talked about Frey Ranch. I just don't know if Frey Ranch is distributed in Illinois. I don't think A1 carries it, but whoa, Liz, what's ever in glass 1 smells amazing. That smells like it's almost double oaked or something. but it does smell like there might be a little craftiness to it, like that, like fresh cut wood or two by four. G Hawk, I got you down for the Russell's 15. CPA said, "What about small distilleries like Glens Creek?" Yeah, absolutely. We try to do a couple small distilleries every year. So we did like Middle West, out of Ohio. We did Hard Truth, out of Indiana. Um, we did Still Austin, although Still Austin, I don't know if that you could say they're really that small, but we love if there's like that's why when you guys send me samples of things I may not have tasted and you put that on my radar, then I can go to Narav with A1 and say, "Hey, I tasted this. It's freaking amazing. Do they do single barrels?" And we can look into doing a single barrel pick with that's one of the great things. Not only me, but Josh, Dusty Dan, Joe. I mean, we're out there tasting a bunch of stuff that people have never heard of, trying to um, find some stuff that to put on your guys' radar. So Spencer said, "What about a joint venture with the Junkies and do an Evernorth pick?" Yeah, we might be able to do that. This smells finished. This first glass smells finished. But man, it's a rich bugger, man. Phew. All right. Cheers, guys. Mm, that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. I'm gonna say it's a little lower proof. It's a little younger. I'm going to say 4 years, 100 proof distillery. I have no idea. This tastes like it might be a younger craft distillery, but if it is, their stuff's promising. It's really sweet. It's almost got like this double oaked quality to it, but I don't know if it's double oaked. It's got a really nice texture on glass one. Really nice texture and mouthfeel to it. It's got this like creaminess, velvetiness to it. That's kind of like shining for me on that. I have no idea on distillery. Liz, I mean, tries a lot. She's tried a lot more stuff than I have probably. So there's no telling what that could be. But I will say I think it's a craft distillery. Finished. I think I am gonna say that's finished. Let me take one more sip. Almost tastes like it's finished in like um some kind of white wine barrels, like a Tokai or Tokai is like a Hungarian white wine or sweet wine, I think. It tastes something like that, like it's finished in something like that. But really good, really good. So, man, what should I say that is? I think I gotta guess some kind of distillery. So we'll just go Starlight, but I don't think that is because it feels like it's lower proof, and Starlight usually comes in at 116, and I would guess that's around 100. I don't know if it is 116, it drinks really well below its proof. Equal Opportunity says, "What about JT Mellick?" Yeah, JT Mellick is one we've put on our radar, um, but I don't know if that's one that's distributed to Illinois yet. So Ed said, "I've heard great things about Frey Ranch, so if available, that would be awesome." Yeah, or is it Fry Ranch? I don't know if it's Frey or Fry. All right, we're gonna come back to one, but I have my initial guesses. Glass two. Hmm. This is very caramel forward. It smells really nice. Smells a little higher proof than glass one. There's some honey, a little bit of nuttiness. Boy, I just I just burped and I got really serious craft notes from sample one. Craft notes to me are always like, if you imagine cutting a 2x4 and like the sawdust, that taste, that like really young wood taste is what I get, and a lot of craftiness that it's kind of off putting. So, glass two, here we go. Glass two is nice. I like that a lot. Glass two, much more nutty. That's hotter. That's squeezing my chest. Um, wow, that's a lot hotter. I'm gonna say, I think that's a little older. I'm gonna say maybe 10 years. There's a lot of nuttiness coming off of sample two, which makes me think Beam. Wow, that is really sweet. Man, that's a good pour right there. I don't know what that is, but that is good. That's really good. If Ed Sturgard's watching, Ed, I think this would be your jam, man. I am gonna go Beam. I think I'm gonna go 10 years, 120 proof on that. Um, boy, I don't think that's finished, but it's so sweet that might be finished too. Jeff, that's exciting to hear. Richland Rum out of Georgia only does single barrel releases. Not sure if they allow for picks. Oh, nice. Dude, if you have any samples, send them to me, man. I'd love to taste it. Claudel said NBC is doing Foursquare rebarrels. Any shot at that? We can definitely ask, man. You can definitely ask. Trey, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. Let me go find your comment. Uh Dang, how high was it, Trey? Trey, I don't see your comment. My bad. My bad. I, buddy. I. So today at work, I had a cool day at work. So we do these I work for University of Illinois, for those that don't know. I'll see if I can show you these pictures. We were doing loss control inspections at the arena and at Memorial Football Stadium. So this is yeah, you can kind of see. But we got some access to some pretty cool spots. We got to go in the men's locker room, uh, go out to the stadium, and it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see the training facilities inside and out, and back rooms that we weren't supposed to be in, and all that kind of stuff. It was a cool day at work. So um, let's see. All right, let me get back to where I was. So wait, did I get Trey? Nope, I didn't. All right, I got Trey down. I got G-Hawk. Let's see. All right, Jason Kreiner. I got you, buddy. Ed Sturger said, talk to Wyoming. They have great barrel pick program. I have info lands. Oh, nice, dude. Early to rise tomorrow. Trip to Niagara Falls. Ed's a traveling man lately. Well, now sample two is not tasting near as hot as it did the first time. I'm gonna stick with Beam, but I'm gonna lower the proof on that quite a bit. I don't know why that's tasting so easy now. There's some nice cherry, strawberry notes there. That's a good pour. I like it. It's a little bitter and tannic um, on the finish, which is one thing I'm not crazy about on that, but I like it. I don't have a bottle guess on that. All right, moving on to sample three. I have no idea what this is. System Tran, Whiskey Tornado. Have you had Booker Springfield 2401 batch yet? Thoughts if so? No. I don't buy much Bookers at all. And the reason is I like the Knob Creek store picks at 120 proof and oftentimes 4 years older. It's just better value and it tastes a lot better to me than Booker's. I'm much more of a Knob Creek fan if I'm going to go Beam. I did buy Little Book Chapter 8, which we tasted last week's live stream, and that's a blend of ryes, and it is beautiful. I love that, and I don't know that that's getting a lot of love in the whiskey world, but Little Book Chapter 8 is really good. Spencer, how hard would it be to get a 13th colony pick for Barrels for Hope? I don't know, Spencer. They're out of Georgia. I have not. I don't know if they distribute to Illinois. I haven't seen anything. I don't believe, but again, we went Middle West. A1 didn't carry Middle West, and we found that distillery and loved it. And Narav made a call and picked up Middle West. So a lot of stuff's on the table as long as they distribute to our state. CPA said Evernorth. I live in Michigan, and tonight is the first time I have heard about them. Oh yeah, so Evernorth is a cool company because one of the biggest whiskey tube channels, the Bourbon Junkies. Their following is so big that they started their own non NDP, so they're non distilling producer. They source whiskey from, let's see, Sagamore. I think they have their own mash bill, their own mash bill with Sagamore. They do Barton and they do MGP and they blend it. And they've, pretty much sell out to their Patreon community. But awesome guys over there, and they're doing cool stuff, man. Actually, like when I started my channel 5 years ago, they were more than happy to help me and give me tips. So always a fan of those guys. And to see someone in Whiskey Tube kind of transition to doing their dream and running a distillery, kudos to them, man, because I would not want to do that. it's a lot of work and a lot of stress. So, all right, we're on to sample three. That's funky. I don't know what Liz is sending me. It's good, just not anything that I've tasted before. I think I'm going to say 4 years old on that. That tastes so weird. I'm going to say it's finished, but I'm not sure. It doesn't taste super high proof. This might be a craft distillery as well, although I'm not getting any of those like grain forward or fresh cut wood notes, but crazy sweet. Huh. I have a feeling that's finished because it's so sweet. I just don't know what it is. Um Proof. I'm gonna go. I don't know. I went 110 on the last one. And I made a big swing. Like the first time I sipped on sip 2, I was at 120. I went down to 110. I think this is probably in between there. So we'll go 112. I think it's a little bit younger. I'm going to go 4 years. And I do think it's finished. I don't know what I would say it's finished in, though. Almost tastes like gin. It's got a gin kind of taste on the like a very herbal kind of juniper thing going on the back of the palate. That's weird. And it's finishing long too. So I'm gonna say 112 on the proof, 4 years. Finished. I would say craft distillery again, but it may not be. I don't know. CPA Whiskey said Ironfish. What is Ironfish? I don't know what that is. Danny Lopez, what's up, dude? Cheers, man. Oh, you know what? Let me get this off the screen since we're not tasting that anymore. My bad. Let's see. So mouse is not cooperating here. Liz B said Evernorth Bourbon Junkies up near Midland at their place today. Oh, that's right. Liz is up there today. I forgot. They're doing like bourbon in the barn or something. They have their event there. Brad said, thought of another, had a banger pick, Fiddler Hardwood single barrel, one of the best buys I made last year. Oh, nice. All right. We'll put that on the radar. CPA said, so jealous. Brad. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Liz, how's it going up there, man? You having fun? Having an awesome bottle share? All right. We're on to sample 4. What in the world? I don't know what I'm tasting there. Man, are these all finished, Liz? I'm not sure I'm crazy about that. Something funky on that. That finished, I'm saying yes for sure. 4 tastes like a blend of whiskeys. This is definitely finished in some cognac or grape, or maybe even like apple brandy or peach. Is that peach? Boy, that's a strong peach flavor. Okay. I could look so stupid, guys. I'm going to say that's flavored in peach brandy or finished in peach brandy barrels. Because at first I was like grapes, and then I was like, no, it's apples, and then peaches. And now all I can think of is peaches. Yeah. I'm going to say 4 is I can't tell you the base because the flavoring's so strong on the peach. And I had a Blonde Brothers rye finished in peach brandy barrels. This tastes kind of like that. So I'm going to say this is a non-distilling producer. I don't think it's Blonde Brothers, and I don't think it's a rye. Well, I don't think, but I do think it's a non-distilling producer, and I do think that it's finished in peach brandy barrels. And the years, how old? I'm going to say I don't know, maybe 5 to 6 years old. This was a crazy flight. Now, this one's getting better now that I have my mind wrapped around it. If it is peach, and it just, man, it is really finished. That's got to be peach brandy. It's good. It's getting better. It's getting better now that I have my mind wrapped around it. That's why a lot of times in blinds, when something's way out in left field, it can suck in blinds until you get your mind wrapped around it, and it starts to be better. Honestly, I think I liked pour two the best because it tasted the least finished of all these. Now that I'm thinking, I'm guessing all these are finished, but it tasted the least finished. I'm gonna go back to two and see if I can figure out what that is. And again, I could look really stupid in this blind. This is a crazy blind Liz sent me. Michael Edwards said, what about King's Distillery or Barrel King Pick? Barrel King Pick's another one we've tried. And some of these places, man, are really, it's hard to get a response from them. Even when we tell them we're a charity organization, we haven't really got any response from Barrel King, but we've tried to contact them. I think Narav's reached out to them as well and just hasn't had any luck. So, Brad said, 100%. I'm completely with you on the Knob Creek single barrel. Great proof point, solid age, super solid, and best value out there. Yeah, I've bought bought a Booker, haven't bought a Booker's in 18 months or more, not buying anymore. Yeah, I heard the latest one, the 2402, I've heard has been getting some not so great reviews. So Liz said Ironfish is in Michigan. Oh, okay. Okay. Two has some really strong peanut qualities to it. I have no idea what two is. Two, this is like out on a limb. This is really out on a limb for number two. So two is tasting finished now, but it does have those nutty characteristics of Beam. So I'm going to say that's some kind of finished chicken cock. That's what I think. And that may be ridiculous. And I honestly have never even had that brand, but I think they source from Beam, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. Liz may make me look really stupid on this. Liz said, I'm so sorry I'm not at home to look at the bottles I sent. To be honest, I barely remember what I sent. Trey said, any chance of Whiskey Mash 3 happening? As far as I know, it is happening, Trey. I just, I think Narav has dates, but I'll have to find out for you. All right, let's see. Let's see what Liz has got for us. See what these are. I'm interested to know. I don't know that I've had any of these. It's a crazy, crazy blind. All right. Liz says, have you enjoyed these samples? I really did enjoy these samples, Liz. Very, very unique and interesting. Okay. So let's see. Sample one. Sample one is her favorite sipper right now. So it's Glenn's Creek Distillery. So I did say this was a craft distillery, but I didn't know which one. So I'm assuming, I've never heard of Glenn's Creek Distilling, so I assume that is a craft distillery. I said 100 proof. It is 103.8 proof. Let's see. So I said this was 4 years. It's actually aged 47 months, so 3 years, 11 months. So I'm hitting on all cylinders on this sample, guys. Corn, rye, and barley masked with something number 5 yeast, not cut with water after distilling or aging. The bourbon is aged in new charred American white oak barrels. OCD is Old Crow Distiller number 5. They found the OCD yeast in number 5. Okay. Yeah, that was good, but it did taste a little crafty to me. So I was pretty good. I was within 3 proof points. I nailed the age, or I was off 1 month on the age. I said it was a craft distillery. I did think it was finished. It has a little finished quality. It's really sweet. What I love about that pour is the texture of it. It's really creamy, really creamy. So I like that. All right. Sample 2. Sample 2 is, let's see. She said I get fruit, but not the blackberry. So it says Blackwood Distilling, single barrel, 119 proof. So I first said 120, so that's pretty darn close. I should have stuck with my first answer. Toasted, charred barrel strength, Kentucky straight, medium toast. It's called Galactic Blackberry Bourbon Junkies. Oh, this is a Bourbon Junkies pick. This is a great pick. That's really interesting. That's probably my favorite one, Liz. Yeah, that is I've never even heard of Blackwood Distilling. So the only thing I don't like about it, it's a little tannic and a little bit bitter. But that's minor. I mean, I'm nitpicking. It's, when you've had as much bourbon as I've had, I start to nitpick. That's a great pick. Really awesome job by them on that. Not surprised. All right, number 3. Number 3 is, I said this one was 112 proof. It is 118 proof. I said 4 years. This is Barrel King Knighted. Straight bourbon whiskey finished in rare ex-bourbon barrels, batch 77. I think this is Matt Porter's fundraiser to pay for his teeth. That's a Barrel King? I wasn't crazy about that. Yeah, that's funky, man. I'm honestly, and I've had a lot of Barrel Kings I really like. I don't like this. It's not my favorite. Man, I've heard so many good things about that bottle. So funny how different it is. There's something really funky on this that I just do not like. The nose definitely tastes like it's double barreled. There's almost this like really strong, overly powerful like maple thing going on. If I had some time with this, I could tell you, I'm sure I could figure out what the note is that I'm getting that I do not like. It is like I've had some bourbons finished in maple barrels, and especially like I've had a Nulu maple barrel that was just too overly finished, and that's why I don't like this. For me, I'm pretty much, if you guys have watched the channel, I'm a purist. I love bourbon the way it is. I'm not crazy on finishes, and if something's going to be finished, it's got to be light for me to enjoy it. A lot of double oak stuff I don't even like, because it gives me like this wet cardboard kind of note. That's what is off-putting on this for me, is that it's been re-oaked too many times, and that's what's coming off. And a lot of people love it, so I'm in the minority, I know. That's what I don't like about it. It's been oaked too many times. It's been re-barreled too many times. Yeah, that's not a favorite of me. All right, number 4. Let's see. I said 120 proof on this one. It is 124 proof. This is, that's funny. I said it was a non-distilling producer. It is a non-distilling producer. It is Evernorth Spirits. We were just talking about Evernorth. This is Evernorth Spirits. This is Essence Single Barrel Rye Whiskey. This is their latest rye. Liz, is this thing not finished? Because that is absolutely crazy. I am, yeah. It does have those citrusy notes, that like kind of lemon lime of a 95.5 rye. I said the age was 5 to 6 years, and the age is 7 years, so it's pretty close. Golly, the peach on that is insane. I thought it was finished in peach brandy. That's really good. That's really good. So for me, the Bourbon Junkies 2 picks were my favorite. Sample 2 was really, really good. And sample 4 was really good. I did not like Barrel King, which if you would have showed me this on paper first, I would have thought Barrel King would have taken it, because I've had some exceptional Barrel Kings, but yeah, that one was just too. It was rebarreled too many times for me. Liz, thank you so much. That was an awesome flight. I really enjoyed that. So Liz is awesome. All right, let's see what we get caught up in the chat here before we do this Russell's 15 blind. Earl, what's up, Earl? Cheers, buddy. Oh man, you're too kind, man. I got you down for the Russell's 15. Earl said late to the game. Work sucks. It's hot. Yeah, I hear you. Let's see. Liz says Barrel King blends and finishes. Yeah. Liz B said have to check on the Evernorth. Earl Batch 77 straight bourbon finished Stag Junior and Willet Barrels 2024 Ascot double platinum winner. Was that Barrel King? I mean, how can you go wrong finishing in Stag and Willet Barrels? All right. Let me get this blind set. We're going to go about another. I'll have this blind done. We'll do this blind in about 10 minutes, guys. So if you want a shot at winning a 2-ounce sample of Russell's 15, get your super chats in now. If you're a Patreon member, you're already entered into the drawing. All right. So I said we were going to do my favorite, which is our Barrels for Hope NBC pick, Russell's 15 and Elijah Craig's C923. And we'll see where Russell's 15 lands. I honestly think it's going to land last, but we'll see. Either way, I'm about to drink some phenomenal whiskey. All right. So what I like to do, guys, is use these whiskey challenge glasses. It just makes it a little easier. So we're going to put C on the Barrels for Hope pick, A on the Russell's 15, and B on the Elijah Craig C923. And then we got our glasses that I cannot see through. You can't see the through there, but A, B, and C. So we're just gonna pour these, and then we'll do our drawing, see who wins the Russells. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. It's been a fun night. All right. Let's mix these up. Let's see. Okay. Earl said, yes, Barrel King. Um, ERA boxing sample would be epic. All right, buddy, I got you down. Let's see. EBA boxing. And welcome to the channel, EBA boxing. I've never seen your name in here before, so welcome, man. G-Hawk says that seems like a great blind. Pfft. Dude, this blind is ridiculous. So the thing here is like that we have to keep in mind. Russell's at 250 MSRP if you can find it for that. Is it light years ahead of two bottles that cost $80 on the shelf, right? Now, C923 was our bourbon of the year last year. It won unanimously in our live stream. We did it blind. It crushed everything. Wasn't even close. And that's an $80 bottle that you could find on the shelf, at least in my area. So we've got this allocated beast of Russell's 15 against a bottle we could find on the shelves last year. Although you had to look, you had to hunt, but you could find it. And then against a single barrel that a lot of people are passing up. Well, they're not passing up our single barrel because it's sold out, but you know what I mean. So let me get my notepad here. All right. Glass 1, glass 2, glass 3. Let's see what wins on the nose here. Oh my God. Glass 1 on the nose is phenomenal. There is such a strong tobacco note. There's this almost like rum finished characteristic to it, where it's got some of those heavy like maple, root beer kind of notes. Glass 1 smells phenomenal. Glass 2 smells a little lighter. Still smells really good, but doesn't compare to glass 1 on the nose. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of honey. Glass 3. Glass 3 smells wonderful on the nose. Again, same kind of notes as on glass 2. That cinnamon, honey, caramel. So glass 1 wins on the nose for me. Glass 3 is second place. And glass 2 is third place on the nose. So let's move on to the palate. Cheers, everybody. Holy shit, that's good. I mean, that's as good. That is as good as it gets in bourbon. Class 1. It is. God dang it, that's good. I mean, it's that is one of the best bourbons I've tasted. Golly, it's good. Man, it is like a vanilla root beer float with berries with, when you walk into I don't smoke cigars. I've told you guys that, but one of my favorite things is walking into a cigar shop and smelling that like sweet tobacco, that sweet even pipe tobacco. Oh man, gosh, glass 1 has it, man. Glass 1 is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Oh, it's one of the top 3 pours I've ever had. All right, glass 2. Glass 2 lighter. It's got those honey. That honey characteristic really shines for me in that. It's tannic, a little bit bitter. It's got some of those cinnamon notes. Finish hangs around a lot. It has that little bit of like comes in and just as you're wanting more, it starts fading away, and then the finish just kind of hangs. But it's missing something in the mid palate, glass 2. So glass 3. Glass 3 is richer, darker. It is similar to glass 2. I think I know what these are, guys, and I mean, I think I'm pretty dead on in my initial thoughts. I could look really stupid here, but this isn't a close blind. It really isn't. I think I could do this blind. Sometimes you do a blind and you're like, I could switch these on any given day. I think I could do this blind 50 times and have the exact same results each time. Um, Glass 1 wins hands down. It wins on the nose, it wins on the palate, it wins on the finish. It is top 3 pours I've ever had. Glass 3 is second on the nose, second on the palate. Absolutely fantastic. And glass 2 is in last place. So let's see what's in last place. If I had to guess, I think this is the Russell's 15. B. And B. All right. All right. I'm wrong. B is the C923. So I am wrong. That is C923. Wow. Man, it's good, but it is a little bitter. I'm shocked by that. All right. So B was in third place. Yeah. Right? That's what I said. Yep, B. B is in third. All right. Let's get that out of there. Glass 3 was in second place. So I'm assuming this is the Russell's 15. If it's not, I will be blown away. Russell's 15 coming in, well, I'll just say glass 3 coming in second. And it is A, which is Russell's 15. So Russell's 15 is in second place. So honestly, Russell's 15 did amazing. It beat C923. So I was a little wrong there. I thought it was overhyped, but I wouldn't say it's like light years ahead by any means. Like if I had a choice of buying Russell's 15 at 250 or Elijah Craig's C923, let's even call it at 150. I'm buying Elijah Craig's C923 and saving $100, you know? I don't know what secondary is on Elijah Craig, but I do think I will say while Russell's 15 is really good, I do not think it's worth the price. I just don't. I don't think it's worth the price. So that means, guys, again, I said it over and over. It's one of my top 3 bottles. It is the best bottle I've had this year, and it is bottle C, which was the Barrels for Hope Nashville Barrel Company pick. This bottle, I can't, I'm not even trying to sell it because you can't buy any. We don't have any more. And it is one of the best bottles of bourbon I've ever had. So I'm so excited to go on another pick with them in September. But there's nothing that beats this right now. My God. It is so vanilla, tobacco shop, root beer float. Oh my God, so good. Man, that is so good. It destroys Russell's 15. Destroys Russell's 15. It's not even close. And that bottle was $85. Actually, if you're a member of Barrels for Hope, you got it included with your membership. G-Hawk seems like a great blind. 3 Whiskey Saint. I have my order for that blind. I could actually do this blind too. Oh, yeah. Nice. Whiskey Saint. What's up, Darrell? Yeah, dude. Dude, you got to do this blind to tell me what you think. Because Darrell is a huge fan of the Barrels for Hope pick. And man, it's ridiculous. I know some people think I'm biased, but I'm telling you guys, everyone that's got this bottle has been blown away by it. Power of Bourbon says B524 is so good for ECBP. I have not had that yet, TJ, but I would love to get a sample of that. Maybe I can find a bottle of it, but I've heard it's really good. Brad, still not buying it too. Dude, I don't blame you. I will honestly, I don't know that I would either, other than, I have a review channel. So for me, I like to review these things, but I do think people are putting too much weight on this thing. For that price, it is a really good whiskey. Don't get me wrong. It just beat C923 in my blind. And C923 was our bourbon of the year last year. So it's very good. But is it $150 better than Elijah Craig Barrel Proof? No freaking way, man. I think people are blinded by I think everyone just wants this to be bourbon of the year. Jeff Payne, always glad to see the NBC pick win. What an amazing barrel. So glad I got a third bottle. Yeah, dude. Dude, even at like that bottle, the NBC pick, I think they were going for like 205 in our auction. Was, dude, I'd pay it all day long. All day long. TJ says Chuck has 2, so he can hook you up. All right, man. We need to get together. We need to do a collab anyway, Power Bourbon. We need to do one soon where we get each other some samples. CPA, wish I got that pick. Dude, it's so good, man. I can't even explain to you how good it is. Darrell is, he's a member of Barrels for Hope, but Darrell, if you guys haven't subscribed to Hello Again Whiskey Friends, great channel. They reviewed it. I think it's in their top of the year, and they taste a lot of single barrels. So, Walker, what's the barrel number of the Barrels for Hope NBC pick, and is that MGP? So yeah, Walker. So it is NBC, and this one is we're in the 3000s. So this is 3203, and I think the 3000s have been absolutely bangers, and this is no different. So this was 7 years old. Let's see if I can do the bottle cam here. This is 7 years old, and it came in at 127.2 proof. Now, Nashville has been releasing been doing some barrel picks with 8 and 9 years, and I think that they just go a little too far. They're a little too over double oaked or whatever it is Nashville Barrel Company does, man. I don't know what they do, but they don't need to stop doing it because they are producing just ridiculous whiskey. So we'll see when we go back in September if they've still got ridiculous barrels, if they're getting better. Every time I've had barrels, it's just like they get better and better and better. So they've really got it figured out, man. They're doing amazing stuff. So, oh man, golly, I love that. I love that bottle. It is so freaking good, man. And I've taken that. I've had that in a lot of blinds with people. Everybody picks that thing first. It never loses. It is like undefeated. So Walker, I did get you in the drawing for the Russell's 15, which we're going to do here in just a second. So for those of you still watching, if you win the Russell's 15 sample, just email me at lance@barrelsforhope.com. Send me your address and I'll get the sample in the mail to you guys. Walker Hines. Yep. I don't have that one, but I have other 3000 barrels that I love. Super interesting that the 7 years is a magic. I'll remember that moving forward. Yeah, dude. 7 years. Freaking awesome, man. So Russell's 15 took down Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C923, last year's bourbon of the year. So that tells you how good it is. Now, is it $150 better? I don't think so. But it is good. So all depends on what your budget is, what you can afford. But those are pretty close. So I thought on tasting Russell's 15 that it tasted a little bit like Elijah Craig Barrel Proof to me, and it really does. So let me see here. A and B. I'm going to taste these again. They are. What was B? So B was. Yeah, on some days I might switch those, to be honest with you. Some days I might switch the sorry, the Elijah Craig C923 is squeezing the shit out of my chest. I might switch the 15 and the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof on certain days. They're close, man. They have the same kind of flavor notes to my palate. They're both really good though. Both phenomenal. Can't go wrong with either one. For the price, I'd pick Elijah Craig Barrel Proof though. Let's see. Whiskey Saint said, Walker Hines, that Barrels for Hope is my number one bourbon of the year. Oh, nice, Darrell. I didn't know it was your number one. I knew you had it rated really high, but I wasn't sure. It's a crazy special bottle. It is that good, man. So Darrell, I don't know if you heard, but at the Barrels for Hope year-end event, we had 5 of the shit, what's the name of it? Oh, I'm having a total brain fart. I don't know how I'm having a brain fart on this. I can't remember the name of the company. We had 30 bottles of it, whatever it was. $200 bottle MSRP, $225 probably. Anyway, I think we only sold 1 or 2 in the year-end event auction. We sold every single NBC pick in the year-end auction at more than 2 times MSRP. So that bottle in our community was so hyped up. Everybody wanted it. Foregate, thanks, Power Bourbon. Golly, man. Yeah, Foregate. We didn't sell hardly any of the Foregate, and everybody was bidding on the Barrels for Hope NBC pick. Everyone, that's I think that's a runaway the best pick we've done. I don't even think it's close. Yeah, thanks, guys. Walker, if you're on the waiting list for Barrels for Hope, I think 3 spots open today. So go in there now. I think you can grab one of those spots. So there's only 3 spots open right now, and they'll go pretty quick. So that's the benefit you guys get of watching the live stream, because we have like I think over 40 people waiting to get in to Barrels for Hope. So, because we have memberships sold out, but I think 3 open today. So go check, and I'm sure you can grab a spot. All right, let's see here. All right, we're gonna do a sample giveaway for our Patreon members, and then we'll do everybody that did a $5 super chat. Let me share my screen here. Jeff Payne said it's full already. Is it? I thought I just saw earlier today, and I thought there were 3. I haven't. Walker, just keep checking. It shows me that there's 3 open spots right now, but oh, you said it's full. I would keep checking for the next couple days, because sometimes people's cards process a little bit later. So I would just check in the next couple days and see if a spot opens. It's showing to me that there's 3 spots open. So I'm not sure what's going on there. All right, let me share my screen here. Oh, there we go. All right. So here are the Patreon members. First one that it lands on is going to be the winner of the sample. And it's Brian Easter. So congrats to Brian, longtime Patreon member. You get a sample of the Russell's 15. And then We'll do so. I've got you guys numbered. There were 14 super chats tonight. So we'll just do Siri here. Siri, pick a number between 1 and 14. And Siri selected number 3, which is Paul P. is number 3 on the list. So Paul, congrats, man. You got a sample of Russell's 15 coming your way. Just email me at lance@barrelsforhope.com with your address, and I will get that out for you this week. I think that does it tonight, guys. Man, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for tuning in. We will do this. I'll be live the last Thursday of August. So after the Barrels for Hope live stream, we'll go live. We'll have some more giveaways, maybe even give away some bottles next month. So put that on your calendar. May even have some guests, but if I do it once a month, it'll be a little bit better. If you want to get on the weight loss and health challenge with us, just email me server. And we're gonna work out, eat healthy for August 15th to September 15th and see how it goes. Just to get our health in check before this awesome fall season of great bourbon releases and Oktoberfest and all that fun stuff. So it's important. I'm not going to preach to you guys, but it's important to keep on top of your blood work and health and all that stuff. So we can keep enjoying bourbon for a long time. So love you guys very much. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And we will see you guys on the next live stream. Huge shout out to Liz for the samples. That was a great flight. We'll see you guys last Thursday of August. Cheers, everybody.